Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om. Sumukascha ekadantascha kapilo gajakarnakaha lambodharascha vikato vignarajo vinayakaha dhoomaketur ganadhyakshaha phalachandro gajananaha Vakratundah surpakarno herambah skandapurvajaha Suklam baradharam vishnum sasivarnam chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam dhyaye sarva vignopasantaye Yasya dviradavattradhya parishadhya parasatham Vignam nighnanti satatam vishvaksenam tamasraye Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheswaraha, Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Satchidananda Rupaya Krishnaya Aklishtakarine, Namo Vedanta Vedhyaya Gurave Buddhisakshine, Krishna Dvaipayanam Vyasam Sarvabhuta Hiteratam, Vedabjabaskaram Bande Samadhi Nilayam Munim. Now, one more slokam is Sahasramurte Purushottamasya Sahasranetranana Padabahoho Sahasranamnam Stavanam Prachastham Niruchyate Janma Charadi Shantyai. So, Bhagavan's grace, we came up to slokam number 77. Right? Visvamurtir Mahamurtir Deeptamurtiramurtiman. We came up to that point. The slokam before that. Bhuta Vaso Vasudevas Sarvasu nilayo nalaha darpaha darpado dhrupto durdharota parajitaha durdharaha atha parajitaha. Both versions are there. Okay, now we will take up the next slokam, which is Anekamotiravyak. Next is the second line of the slokam 77. Anekamotiravyak satamurtis satananaha. Anekamotiravyak satamurtis satananaha. Anekamurtihi avyaktaha satamurtihi sata ananaha. Okay. Now, Anekamurtihi. The Sankara Bhagavad limits this to avataram, okay, which is in Bhagavan takes avataram svechai, sva ichai, that means of his own will, he takes many forms. Now, it's very interesting. It's not immediately, we should not think of Dasavataram only or other Bhagavan's avatarangal that are not included in the Dasavataram but very much present. Actually, everything in this prapanjam is Bhagavan's avataram only. Avataram means not just Bhagavan descends from somewhere. No. Bhagavan is present everywhere. He is not descending from a high place to a low place or whatever. No. He is very much present everywhere. His presence, all pervasive, present everywhere. But avyaktaha, the next thing shows, is beyond the ability of the senses to cognize, for the eyes to see, for the ears to hear, for the nose to smell, and for the tongue to taste, and for the skin to touch. So he's beyond that ability of these five senses. Okay? But Bhagavan says, I am the one where your eyes cannot see me, but I am the one who sees things through your eyes. See, that's how Bhagavan is. I am the one who's hearing through your ears. Right? So, this, when Bhagavan Avatara means the unmanifested manifests itself in a way my limited senses can cognize it. Okay? That is what avatar means. So, right from an ant to a human being to everything is Bhagavan's avatar only. But because everything is divinity, everything that the senses perceive, that is Bhagavan's avataram. So the Aneka Murtihi is infinite forms. And this is what Purusha Suktam extols, this is what the Vedas extol, and we should not limit it only to human beings. Everything that my senses perceive, my ears see, my ears hear, eyes see, and all that, that everything that is divinity only, Bhagavan, the unmanifested, the Tripa, the Purushan, who is in the Amritattvam, the immortality, the nectarine sweetness, the nectarine sweetness of love, that entity, that Bhagavan manifests in a way, spreading that sweetness. Okay? That divinity is there, Aneka Murti. So everything, there is no exception to this. So I must train myself to see, to think, and repeatedly I must train this exercise because I've moved so far away from it. I must repeatedly tell myself and keep on training and training and training in my mind. Everything, whatever I hear, that is Bhagavan appearing in the form of the sound. And whatever I see, that is Bhagavan appearing in that form. That we have to train myself like that. That Aneka Murti present in my form. Avyaktaha we covered, which is beyond the ability of the senses to cognize. That's all. Now, this simply means while he is present everywhere, while he is showing himself to me everywhere, and not only through my eyes, through ears, through everything, right? And everywhere he is showing himself to me all around, and including the breath that I take, including the food that I digest, the digestion takes place. But am I able to see it? No. I'm able to see the result. I live, I nourish, but I'm not able to perceive him with my senses, so or with my mind, or with my intelligence. It is not possible. So one who is beyond all this vyaktam is avyaktaha. Well, this is Bhagavan. Anekamurtihi, but is also avyaktaha. Shatamurtihi. See, Shatamurtihi, Anekamurtihi. Shata means it's not just 100, it's also infinite. While Bhagavan appears in so many forms, we talked about avataram in infinite forms, how does it appear? This we call it as Maya, the projection of this one entity into several things, like a hologram, if you think of it that way, and to come close to our sign so that we can understand, or a reflection in the mirror, or whatever way that we want to be able to point to relate to it, right? It's that through that Maya, the same one entity appears as many. And like you go into a room of mirrors, wall of mirrors, you see your reflection, and there is infinite reflections on both sides, isn't it? That we all have experienced it. The whole prapancham is like that, the one entity appearing as so many. Now, the interesting thing is, now the question may come the moment we think of the mirror room, and then I go and stand there in that mirror room, then whichever side I see infinite reflections of myself. But I see me everywhere. The same way, Bhagavan is seeing only him. The same sweetness, the same nectarine love is there in everything that is reflected in this world. Only thing is, my mind comes in between, because my mind is impure. It has got desires, abhilasha, anger, jealousy, and the pride, and so many things. It is a problem. The impurity is there. Those impurities, or the mirror is not clean. The mirror is foggy. The mirror is completely like painted black. So the reflection doesn't take place. So the problem lies in the mirror, which is my mind. But Bhagavan Standing in the mirror room, the reflection is only him. So if I can clean up the mirror, take a cloth and wipe it and apply soap or whatever, detergent or whatever, and have a nice, clean, shining mirror, then the reflection I will see will be me only, which is nothing but pure selfless love. Okay? And that Satamurtihi is that aspect of Bhagavan who appears as so many forms, infinite forms. And these forms are also not constant. They're constantly changing. This is the beauty. The mirror is not a constant mirror. The mirror, which is my mind is nothing but a mirror. And it is just not stationary. It is also moving about. This is the beauty. This is the problem. And it doesn't stay in any one place more than a chanam. So it keeps on. Not only is it moving about, but the reflections that are coming out of it are also constantly changing. Okay? So this aspect, I call it as Maya, this phenomena that is taking place in my mind, in my life, that is Sata Murtihi. Sata Ananaha. Now, Sat Anana means face. And we say Gajanana, we say Gaja Ananaha. That the elephant face. Sata Ananaha. Naturally, when there is infinite forms, there are infinite faces. And faces means what? Face does not only mean what we think of it as a face. What is called Mukham. Mukham also means face, also it means mouth also. The Ananam also means point of entry. When you think of someone, even in your own life, you think of your friend or your spouse or child or whatever it may be, what we think of him, the face is the one that comes first, not his hand, not his feet, right? Not his stomach or whatever. The face is the point of entry for each one of us. That is why, and on the face itself, the eyes are most important. Okay? So when the eyes are calm and peaceful, automatically you enter the world of peace when somebody looks at you. And we know in the way the physical appearances are in our life, some faces are attractive, some faces are not so. Why? Because that's the point of entry for each one of us into that person. Okay? Then, of course, the other point of entry is the words that we utter, the sound we create, right? Through those sound, maybe through that we actually, even though the sound is imperceptible in the sense of we don't see it, it is not visualizable, but it's hearable, it is within the limit of my senses. Through that vehicle, I actually enter the next person. This is how we connect with each other. Okay, we are all interconnected all the time, part and parcel of the same cosmic body. So, Satananaha, because there are infinite forms, there are also infinite faces and infinite points of entry, points of connection, points of harmony, points of oneness. Like the same way, I connect my big toe, connect with my small toe, with my thumb, with my nose, that everything is connected. It doesn't differentiate at all, even though it appears different. Why? Automatically it is part of the same body. I don't even differentiate. I differentiate as being different from me. Yes, I differentiate in the sense that they're all appearing different. They're doing different functions, okay, to contribute and constitute my well-being and welfare, but I don't differentiate it as different from me. The same way I must develop the mental attitude that everybody that I see, everything I see is part and parcel of my own body. I should not keep it different from me and separate from me. Okay? So, Sata Ananaha. Yekaha, that again confirms what we just have been talking. It's only one. One, see how beautifully the names are coming. Everything is only one. Ekam Sat. That means there is only one, that is the truth that is present, that is. Where the word is is, the one that is actually Ekam, only one. That appears as many. Okay? So Satamurtihi, Satananaha, Yekaha. Yekaha, that is very important. That quoting it, there's so many words our Rishis describe the same truth, Hiranya Garbham, Hiranya Swarupam, Virata Swarupam, so many ways, right? And we think, and there are so many minds that we have different, each one of us has a mind that operates in its own way, but there's only one mind that oversees everything. And that mind appears as different minds because of the different levels of impurities and different types of impurities. That's why your world is different from mine. But there's only one mind, which is we call it Hiranyagarbha, the cosmic mind, and from which the sun is shining, the moon is shining. And that mind creates so many things, but which is a creative power, but there's only one. That ekaha. Keep on. If I can create so many things in my mind, I can also create oneness, right? It is the same aspect, but only thing is I need to train myself to do that. Okay, that is ekaha, only one that is present, ekam sat, vipraha, bhuta, vadanti. That is, the elders, people who know, they say it appears as many forms. Ekaha means undifferentiated, undifferentiable, non-differentiated. There is no Bedam. Okay, and what is that? That is prema, selfless love only, which is the same thing present in you, in me, in everything around, without any difference. Okay, that ekam, we must train our mind to think of it. Okay, not even necessarily focus, but think of it, just reflect, oh, this is what it is, this is what it is, at least a few times a day, and then see what happens. So this oneness, ekam, is the truth. Naikaha, next word is beautiful. See, anekamoti ravyakta satamoti satananaha. Now next slokam, we're covering now, 78. Eko naikas savakkakim yattat padamanuttamam lokabandhur lokanatho madhavo bhaktavatsalaha ekaha naikaha saha vaha kaha kim yat tat padam anuttamam lokabandhuhu lokanatha madhavaha bhaktavatsalaha ekaha ekam sat. Na ekaha. Naikaha means na ekaha, not one. What does this mean, Swami? You just said you're one, and now all of a sudden you say naikaha. This is the beauty. The one appears as many. With this, see, Maya, use the word very often. Maya is nothing but power to separate. Power to separate because of the primal desire. Bhagavan decided to separate himself. This entity, prema, wanted to separate itself from itself. That power of separation is Maya, is illusion. Okay? Now, how to overcome that is only surrender to that power that separated myself from it. Okay? That we all know. We have covered that so many times in so many other classes. But due to the power of separation, due to this mirror room, if you were to call it, the whole prapancham is nothing but the room of mirrors. Okay, so many reflections appear. Now the image is separated from the object. You tell me, right? It appears separate, but it is really not. Same way, the naikaha is all the various images, various reflections, infinite reflections of this one entity, this prema, that appears different from it. It appears separated from it, but in reality, it is not. That naikaha is means through that power of separation, through that illusion, so many forms appear. Anekamurtihi, satamurtihi, satananaha, all these are naikaha, okay, through the power of separation. Then, savakkakim, next word comes. Saha, vaha, kaha, kim. There are beautiful words. Four namas there, saha. Now, Sankara Bhagavad takes savaha as one nama. Parasara Bhattar takes that as two namas, Saha, Vaha. This is the beauty in Sanskritam. Every aksharam, aksharam means non-declinable. Every aksharam is Bhagavan himself. So any aksharam you utter, any sound that comes, immediately Bhagavan is present. That is a form of Bhagavan. That is part of Sahasranamam actually, infinite names. So you can enjoy it whichever way you want, experience it, whichever way that appeals to your heart, not to your mind or intellect. Please, that plays games. Okay? That get into areas where, there's no return. But the main thing is you should follow the heart. It appeals to your heart, gives you peace, and promotes a love within. That is where Bhagavan is shining. Saha, Savaha. Savaha means one who is present in the form of Soma. Now, what is the Soma? Okay, Somayagam, Somabhanam, all those things we read. There is one aspect of Soma which is nothing but a liquor that is coming out of one particular tree. Okay? It does not mean it's intoxicating liquor. Okay? There are medicinal liquors also that we get out of plants. But that's not what Soma actually means. Soma means Sa Uma. Sa Uma means like Soma Skandar, we say Sa Uma is along with Uma, present, one who is present along with Uma. That is Shiva. That is auspiciousness, Mangalam. Where does auspiciousness, Mangalam come? Uma also means bliss. Uma also is Mother Earth, the Prakriti. The one who is present along with Prakriti is Bhagavan. When Bhagavan and Prakriti, when Bhagavan and nature are together, this is what we call as a cosmic dance. Okay, that is nothing but bliss. That is the infinite bliss. That is the play of prema. So Soma Bhanam, so Savaha simply means bliss. And this is Shiva present with Parvati. You can call it Narayana present with Lakshmi. Lakshmi doesn't matter. Those are names we give. Bhagavan and Prakriti. Bhagavan and Prakriti. This dance is infinite time immemorial. It goes on forever. It doesn't stop. And this is a dance of bliss. Why dance of bliss? Because the dance is nothing but giving love and receiving love. Giving bliss and receiving bliss. This is what is taking place in spite of you and me all through our life. We just don't realize it. We don't pay attention to that. What life, everybody's life, regardless of the misery that we go through, the so-called suffering we go through, is really a dance of bliss. But I missed the blissful aspect of suffering. Okay, suffering is temporary, but the underlying bliss that goes on, the underlying prema that goes on is permanent. It doesn't change. If I pay attention to that, then the suffering becomes like the suffering I experience when I'm under the effect of anesthesia after surgery. The pain doesn't bother me. It is there, but doesn't bother me. Same way, suffering takes place, but it will not bother me if I pay attention to the underlying support. This is the Savaha, very much present in all our lives the same way, same manner, okay, and the same amount. It doesn't change in your life or my life. Only thing is, I am not paying attention to it. I am not attentive to it. That Savaha is nothing but bliss. Soma Bhanam, as Sankara Bhagavad, like Soma, not Bhanam, Soma Rupam, he says. That is, Saha, Sa Uma is Soma. Okay? Now, Saha, if we take that, then Saha in Parasara Bhattar beautifully says, if you take that in two names, Saha and Vaha. Saha means when just imagine this little boy, we call him Krishna, moving about, and while he was also playful, but every moment he was doling out bliss only. He was making everybody blissful. Everything, including the Rakshasas who got killed by him, they were all very blissful and happy because of this power of attraction and power of love. There is only one thing in the interaction with Krishna. Even today, if I interact with him, okay, only one thing you'll get out of it, nothing but prema. And that prema and that essence of that sweetness makes you blissful, okay, really blissful, and different levels of happiness. If I'm not fully into it, I'm happy, I feel good, and I feel wanting to listen to a story again. But if I dive deep into it, as the various devotees have done, then I become absolutely blissful. Then I dance like a madman. As the thing is, that's different. This Saha, the one who played with all the Gopas and Gopikas and all that, in that process, is not only making everybody blissful, also giving them the knowledge, the Atmanyanam. This is when you interact with Bhagavan, you get a taste of yourself. That jnanam that he was also teaching at the same time, that Bhagavan who was teaching and giving this, not giving, that removing the jnanam of all the boys and that he was playing with, all his classmates and playmates and all that who was actually removing the jnanam of them, the ignorance of them, and showing them the real truth that they were really nothing but Parabrahman. That aspect of Bhagavan is Saha. Vaha means one. We all know, at least mentally, at least intellectually, to some point, we are all residing in Bhagavan only. Right? We saw in Bhagavatam, very first, the whole Prakriti is in the womb of Bhagavan. We are all residing only in him. We also know Bhagavan resides in us too. We call it Atma, indweller, so many words we use. So we know, if I reflect on this for a second, that I am living in him and he is living in me. I cannot really be without Bhagavan, even though I may ignore him. And Bhagavan doesn't even ignore me. He cannot live without me. It's as simple. One who lives in me and I live in him, that is Vaha. That aspect of Bhagavan Swami is Vaha. Saha Vaha. So how beautiful it is. The bliss is actually in me. And I am completely immersed and living in bliss only. That is Savaha. Okay? Saha. Now, Kaha, Sankara Bhagavad Badal very beautifully explains. When we say Sukham, okay, Sukham means, we say comfort. No, it is more than comfort. It is well-being. Yes, it is, but more than well-being. Sukham is more than well-being. Sukham also means security of well-being, isn't it? That one, not only that I must be comfortable, both physically and mentally and spiritually and emotionally, okay, peaceful. That peace also must be enduring, must last. That aspect of in the Kaha, the word Ka, the Aksharam Ka, comes from Sukham, that denotes that enduring, permanent peace, the comfort that gives Sukham. Okay? Then, Kaha also means, this is very Parasara Bhattar enjoys and experiences Bhagavan's aspect in a different way. Kaha. Kaha means one who, the shining. Everything, as we have discussed so many times, is shining. So, not only to my eyes, but to all my five senses, isn't it? Every aspect of the five senses actually perceives something in this world. That perception, that ability, connection that it makes, that aspect is Tanmatra, that is the shining aspect. Now, we have also discussed, you go into a dark room before turning the light, it is darkness. The darkness is also shining. My eye is able to see the darkness, right? That because it is within me, that shining aspect, that Jyoti is actually within me, not outside. So, same way when you say an extremely dirty thing, a dirty pot, for example, before you go to clean it, the dirt is also shining. Please, very important. As I said, the dirt only simply means it's only broadcasts and advertises the cleanliness and the purity that is present in it. Why? You remove me, I'll be pure and I'll shine and will be clean. Same thing like my ajnanam. Ajnanam is also shining all the time, right? I know I'm not this body, that mind and intellect and all that. I know everything is temporary, but still I want to attach to it, and I know that is wrong. That aspect of ajnanam is also shining, effulgent. The aspect of that effulgence is kaha. Please, that is sukham, right? Also kaha. Kaha means both ways you can touch, experience and embrace and allow yourself to be embraced by, not allow yourself, realize that you are being embraced by this Bhagavan that is present very much with us all the time. With you and me all the time, in all places. So, saha, vaha, savaha, kaha. Kim, okay, is the next word. Beautiful. See, Kim is a name for a nama for Bhagavan, like the Sevek Kaha is. How so? See, in this world, when we sooner or later, even without going through any scriptural inquiries or literature or any teaching that we have. Okay, let's assume that I'm just growing up without any of support of these things. But I have intellect that is operating. And what is the question of my intellect? I want to understand things, the quest to know. Sooner or later, how is the world, earth going around the sun? How is this universe? Slowly I start inquiring. Kim. Now, who's behind this? So how does the digestion take place? How does this equation take place? Where does the heat get generated from? Exothermic reactions, endothermic reactions, we all talk about in chemistry. But where does the heat come from? And where does the heat get absorbed? What happens there? Right? Kim. So Kim is the aspect of inquiry seeking to this entity, seeking to and seeking for the entity that makes everything happen. How does this happen? Where is it? Right? Sathya Anveshanam, we call this. Bhagavan says, Sathya Anveshanam we must do. What is the truth behind this? I must excavate. That questioning, that vicharanai that takes place, seeking the goal of that inquiry, the answer to that who's present in the answer, that is Kim. And Kim is a nama that leads you to him. The same way Rama, the name Rama leads you to him. Narayana leads you to him. Kim also is another name of Bhagavan. Okay? How beautiful it is, Sahasranamam. Okay? Savaha, Kaha, Kim. Okay? Yat, Tat, Padam, Anuttamam. Yat. See, Kim is the Brahman who is being inquired about. Okay? And because I keep Brahman separately from me, so I inquire. Right? Or I keep it part of me, as Ramana Maharshi said, who am I? Right? That the Brahman that is being inquired, the inquiry about this entity, that is Kim. Now, yet, you see, once you know what that Brahman is present everywhere, how do you describe it? Then we say, hey, which is present, which is shining as the light in the sun, which is present in the Vedas, which is being revealed, which, we use the word, which is present here, which is appearing like this, which is appearing as Narayana, which is appearing as all these various namas that we have been discussing. So, say, Visvam Vishnu, Yat Visvam, which is present as the whole universe, Yat Vishnu, which is present as Vishnu, that which aspect. In the Upanishad, it beautifully says in Maharayana Upanishad, Yadekam Yavyaktamanantarupam Visvam Puranam Tamasah Parastat. Beautifully described. Very first Anuvagam Mahanarayana Upanishad describes the glory and the expansiveness and the majesty of Bhagavan like you wouldn't believe. So beautiful it is. It says, Yedekavyaktamanantarupam Visvam Puranam Tamasah Parastat. Yet Ekam, which is that one. Yet Avyaktam, which is beyond the senses to cognize. Yet Anantarupam, we saw that. Infinite forms, which is that infinite form. Yet Visvam, which is present as Visvam, the Prapancham. Yet Puranam, which is not only ancient but also ever new. Yet that Tamasah Parastate, yet Tamasah Parastate, yet which is beyond the darkness, beyond ignorance, beyond Ajnanam. Yet which is that is beautiful. Tadevartam tadu satyam, it says. Yet which is all this, that is Parabrahmam. That yet is Bhagavan's Nama. So the first one, Kim, is the process of inquiry. Yet is the process, not the process, the uncontrollable urge to describe what has been discovered through personal experience. So which is this, which is this, which is this, with that way the Rishis all explain. So yet, Tat is the next. So obviously, yet Tat, which is this, which is the one, yet Ekam, that is Parabrahman, that is the entity, that is the one that is present. So that is the way Bhagavan's Nama. Yes, Tat is also Om Tat Sat, we say that. That Tat is a very important thing. Anything and everything in Prapancham is Tat. Okay, that, we say that piece of that particle of sand, that sun that is shining, that star that is twinkling in the sky, whatever we call it, that is Bhagavan. Om Tat Sat. That is the truth. That is Sat only. And Om, the process of creation. Okay. So that is the Tat is a very important point. That pertains to everything in creation, including thought, my emotions, anger, whatever it is. That is Bhagavan. Always remember. Om Tat Sat. Om Tat Sat. So Tat. So Padam Anuttamam. Okay. Uttamam Anuttamam. Uttamam means, the best. Right? Anuttamam, that is proximity, that combined with, one with that Uttamam. Padam Anuttamam. You see, Paramapadam, we say it's exactly the same thing. Padam Anuttamam simply means there is nothing beyond this. There's nothing above this, nothing superior to us. Nothing beyond it. It encompasses everything, but there's nothing beyond it. And Padam also means the goal to be attained, the final refuge, final repository, so to speak, final home. This is the home that we all traveling back to. That is Padam. All the people who have given up all the desires, leading a life of sacrifice and selflessness, and if I reduce mathematically, my selfishness becomes zero, then I become one with Bhagavan. Simple. Man minus selfishness equal to God. Very simple equation to remember. That is why I keep emphasizing in just about every class, reduce selfishness. So you will be happy. Okay. The moment you reduce your selfishness, seriously, your happiness goes in exponential amounts. Okay. You'll be blissful very soon. So those people are mumukshus who do that, who attain that. And what is the place they attain to? That is Padam-anuttamam, Paramapadam, the final abode, back home, so to speak. Padam-anuttamam. Visvamurtir, Mahamurtir, Deeptamurtir, Amurtiman, Anekamurtir, Avyaktat, Satamurtir, Satananaham, Eko Naikatstavakat Kim, Yattat Padamanuttamam. Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Samastalokaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om.